So I have no real idea how to go about this. But welcome to probably the most unstructured video we've ever done.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try to maybe see that we do it a little structurally, but we're probably gonna go off tangents a lot. So whatever.
So yeah. Anyway, as you know, Deltarune, the Undertale sequel.
It exists apparently.
Yes. Well, Toby Fox made another game. Let's not call it an Undertale sequel.
Yeah, because it's not.
And I streamed it the day it came out, and people were kind of upset about it technically because you're supposed to stay quiet for 24 hours. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he does say it on the website, like, don't talk about it for 24 hours. But hey, we're 24 hours past now, so now it's fine.
Yeah, and Lenny beat it.
I sure did. I beat it literally today.
Yes, and instead of talking about it on Discord on our own, I was like, you know what? Let's make a super long, unstructured talk on video.
Yeah, why not?
For like the 5% of people who care. And I mean, this video is probably just gonna get lost in the sea of Deltarune content on YouTube. But we'll see, I guess. So we'll try to go point by point, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's best to just start.
Just talk as we do.
Yeah, but actually,
I can cut around. So
yeah, I think we should probably start with the beginning because, like, did you know about the cryptic tweets that were happening like yesterday or like the day before that?
Oh no, seriously, something happened.
Yeah, that's the thing. On the 30th. Suddenly, randomly, the Undertale Twitter censored out their name or something, and it was leaving cryptic tweets in full, like in all caps. And it was basically like, so you know, the start of the game, like the weird text that appears when you're like doing your thing. It was like that, like just like cryptic things like that, and it was basically saying, "Oh,
when you're creating your character."
Yeah. Like that kind of cryptic talk in all caps. And it was saying like, yeah, I have something very, very interesting to talk about. And things like that. And then it basically said, come back in 24 hours. I will ask you a few questions. And then we can create something new or something like that. And then, lo and behold, 24 hours later, suddenly a link appeared to a website, deltarune.com. And then, yeah, you could download the survey program.
Yeah.
And then, lo and behold, surprise, surprise, it's a fucking game.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was going to be one big troll.
Yeah, for me, like, I thought, yeah, so it's going to be a survey. You're going to answer some questions, and that'll be it. And then he'll use that stuff for his next project. Then it kept going, and I thought, oh, maybe it's like a demo for his next thing. And I was like, oh, no, wait, this is his next thing.
Yes, exactly.
Man.
Yeah, let's start with the intro.
The game starts.
And you start the game, and
so weird. Something like create a character.
Ominous music. You create a character
for like apparently not really no reason.
Well,
because it's like, why am I doing this?
And there's some weird options like blood type, and then there's C and D.
Yeah, A, B, C, D. Like,
it sets the weirdness tone, and I really liked it.
What's your favorite flavor? Pain.
Yeah, it was
so like immediately was like, oh shit, okay, what is this gonna be?
You're immediately on edge.
Yeah, and actually I already saw like the very beginning of your stream, basically that segment, and I saw you you called your vessel Eli, and then you called yourself Eli, obviously, and then the game was like, oh, of course they're the same.
Yeah,
I did the same thing because it's actually, you're like, call it, okay, I'm just gonna call it Lenny because I'm Lenny, and like in Undertale, I'm assuming you have to self-insert. And then it's just, okay, what is your name? I'm like, oh shit, wait.
Yeah,
I'm Lenny, and I was like, of course the game knows.
Yeah.
So you think like, okay, what's this gonna be? And then so it's like, oh, nope, it just deletes it as like, do you think you have any choice?
Yeah, it's like the I guess we'll talk about it more later, but the game starts like you create a character, and then suddenly they say, well, we're gonna discard your creation. Do you think you have any choice in what happens in this world? You wake up, your name is Chris.
And that was actually a thing that I was like, at the beginning, I had this huge theory that was super far-fetched about what the game was gonna be like.
Yeah?
And I was completely wrong, because what I was assuming, this is gonna sound really elaborate and impossible, but what I was assuming is that I made Lenny, and then it was deleted, and it gave me Chris. What I was thinking...
Oh my god.
Is that someone else made Chris, and I got their character, and then someone else got Lenny. But it wasn't like that, you just play as Chris.
That would have been really...
Would it have been insane?
Insane, actually. But how would it work?
Yeah, that's
because what
thing.
if you like don't have internet access?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Man, that's yeah, that would be insane. Yeah, but no, like we'll talk about it more later. But I feel like the lack of choice is gonna be the new overarching idea.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, but we'll go scene by scene, and then
actually, okay, this is gonna be really stupid to just stop this discussion right now. Because, like, do we really need to go through the plot of the entire thing scene by scene?
No, but, like, I want to talk about stuff, so...
Well, yeah, but I was saying maybe we should first talk about just in general, but whatever, we'll just do it like this. So, yeah.
Nah, go ahead, say whatever you want to say. It's just us talking, Lenny. We just happen to be recording.
Okay, before I want to talk about specifics about the game, maybe we should just talk about, like, in general.
Yeah?
Like, what is the game about?
Yes.
What is the general thing about the game? Like, for example, well, no, actually, whatever. It's fine. No,
What?
No, I'm being stupid. We should probably... No, actually, we can just keep talking and it'll happen like that naturally. I think it's fine.
Okay. So,
Then suddenly you wake up.
You wake up, you're Chris, and
Toriel's there.
like, Undertale Toriel is your mom, ? And you look a lot like Chara.
But, like, older? Because you're a bit taller?
Yeah, older Chara. And then apparently Asriel is in college.
Yeah, so
It's
immediately I was like,
weird.
okay, this isn't an Undertale sequel.
No.
This is an alternate universe.
Yes, exactly. And that's where a lot of people get hung up on. They're like, oh, it's just a sequel, or it's just
it's
a
not.
prequel. No,
There are
it is an alternate universe
There are several points where
the war between monsters and humans never happened.
Well, no, I know maybe it did happen, but it's basically an alternate universe. There are several points that clearly show you, like, they really point to you, like, look, this isn't how it used to be.
Yeah, maybe it's a universe where Chara didn't fuck up Asriel, or didn't come up with a plan to get Asriel killed.
I don't know, I think we're still gonna deal with that if you look at the ending of the game, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, but so basically it starts off and like, look, it's Toriel's there, and then
yeah, just happy fun time.
Yeah, and it's like throughout the house he's like, oh look, you see, oh, the smell of like cinnamon pie, remember that? Oh, the white fur stuck in the drain, remember that? It's like
cereal.
very nostalgic. And then you get the car ride through the town, and you see like all the characters. Oh look, Undyne, she's a cop, and you see all the characters, and the music is playing, and you really feel like, oh man, it feels good to be back in Undertale.
Yep.
And I love it because it sets up this whole thing like, oh yeah, Undertale, we're back in Undertale. And then when you like drop in the closet and the real game starts, it's like, no, this isn't Undertale, this is something different.
Yeah.
Like, you lose
I guess
everything that was, like, reminded you of the old Undertale, like the characters and stuff. No, it's all new. Whatever.
Yeah.
I really like that. Like, it sets you up for, like,
way to
adventures in Undertale with your favorite characters, and then it's like, nope, new characters.
But still, I'm gonna mention this now, and, like, okay, the game feels like an Undertale fan game. It's a bit too Undertale. I would have preferred it if it didn't have anything to do with Undertale.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I also agree at first when I saw all the characters, and I was like, oh yeah, all these characters are back, that's fun, it's nice to see them again. But I do think the game got a lot more interesting once, you got to the new characters, and you met new people.
But it can be fixed if it plays more with the idea that it's a sequel to Undertale. And
that's exactly what I think is gonna happen.
Yes. Because I've played the game again by now.
Oh, wow, okay.
And I tried different things to do, and it's astonishing how distant the actual system is from Undertale. Like, sure, it's like RPG and it's different style. Like, it's more RPG-ish, you think. Like, the only thing that's important in a battle is dodging attacks. Technically, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Like when you played the game, did you try to spare everybody?
Yeah.
And what did you do to do it?
You just dodge attacks and act like an Undertale.
Yes. And have you ever tried defeating an enemy?
Nope.
You know what
Actually,
happens?
no. I mean, I don't know. I've never done it.
They run away scared, and you still get zero. You still get zero experience.
Again, the thinking you have choice, but it's like, no.
There is no choice. If you attack them, they just run away. No execution points. If you spare them, they leave. No execution points. There is not a single enemy you can actually kill.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah,
and that's
at that
interesting.
Point, at that point, it's clear that is the now it's obvious that's going to be the focus.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was such a big thing in the original game.
Yeah. So that's what I mean when I said I'm really excited for the next chapters and where this is going to go.
Well, yeah,
because this is just the setup.
Yeah,
for what's going to happen next.
It's the fact that it's chapter 1, so it is going to be a more long form game experience, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I'm very excited to see what it's going to be like and how it's going to continue. Because, like, even at the end, there were, like, clearly a lot of things like, oh, this area, there's this, like, shed here, but I can't do anything here. So I wonder if in a later chapter, maybe... like
shed? You mean like when you walk down and there's construction noises?
Yeah. Like, it's an obvious... like, there's obviously a setup for, like, more things. Then that makes me very excited.
Like when you check the door in the library.
Yeah.
Like a dog seems to be working on the game.
Yeah.
Like, you should leave the dog alone.
Like, how... like, this is shorter than Undertale. Definitely, but...
yeah.
I do think that, like, once Chapter 2 comes out, that'll already be longer than the original Undertale.
Yeah, Undertale isn't super long.
Yeah, it's a pretty short game. So yeah, it really makes me interesting to see how Toby will handle his narrative in a longer game. Yeah, that'll be interesting. So yeah, so I was saying first you're still in the typical Undertale worlds. Like, even all the text boxes are exactly the same. And it's like, oh, look, you're in the classroom.
The menu is the same.
There's Alphys. Oh, look. Oh, it's
Temmie.
Yeah, it's Temmie. It's what is it? Lizard Monster Kid. Like, they're all here. It's like, oh, cool. And I want to say one of my favorite new characters actually is that blue bird. He's such an asshole.
Yeah, his faces
he's
are
so
pretty
smug.
good.
I love him. He's great.
Yeah.
But then we get introduced to the first important character.
Yes. Susie.
Yes.
Like, how did you feel when Susie came in?
First, I was like, oh shit. Because it's like, oh, okay, it's a bully character.
I actually liked her.
Yeah, well, at the moment she like takes you and pushes you against it, I was like, oh shit, okay, this is for real bully. But then she wanted to eat my face, and I was like, okay, no, this is actually bad. Like, really bad.
This is a scary person.
Yeah, but then once you drop down and you get to know her, and then it's like, I was surprised because I do think it's still a shorter game than Undertale, that you still got a nice, nice character arc going with her.
It's not yours. It's not yours. It's Susie's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought she was handled pretty well. Like,
Yeah,
in the
she
beginning, she was clearly like
asshole bully.
asshole and like psycho. But then Longryu, and I like that her change in character was reflected in the gameplay itself.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite parts was having to warn enemies to dodge her attacks and stuff.
Yeah. But again,
That's
you don't
really
have
fun
to.
Yeah, like some really fun things.
Like, it's you think you're being smart, but technically it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know about all of that.
Yeah.
So you drop down, and suddenly I do like I guess Chris's new design when he's in the what is it? Is like the Kingdom of Darkness?
Yeah, Light and Darkness.
Yeah. So I do.
I thought it was playing as my creation at first.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
I just thought, okay, why am I suddenly like a badass knight with like a cool pink or red scarf? I look so cool.
No, because I said my favorite color is blue. Everything felt,
Yeah.
everything felt like it was supposed to be my creation, but it turned out not to be.
Yeah. I do like, because you look like really cool with like big sword and stuff and the scarf. I do like that also with like once you get to know like the story, that it was a lot more like, for example, like compared to Undertale, it was very, I don't know, more like grandiose in scale and more like typical legend RPG.
Yes,
thing.
it's also just the gameplay itself feels more like an RPG.
Yeah, it's basically
actual
like
RPG
a mix
Undertale.
between just a regular old RPG and the Undertale type of battle gameplay, which I thought was really cool. Like adding party members is a really cool addition, I think.
I just think like the gameplay style itself, how it works, would be really cool for an actual RPG. Like you dodge attacks like in a little bullet hell, but then when characters are down, they slowly heal. Like they're
I really
in the
like
negatives.
the thing where you just get damage below 0.
Yes, and then you slowly heal each turn, and if you ever get above 0, you're revived automatically.
Yeah, that's a really nice system.
Yep.
That was cool.
That's a really interesting system, and should honestly be used in more RPGs. It's really cool.
It was very neat, and since I think this is probably the segment where we just talk about the gameplay in general. Yeah, I really like like the first battle starts and immediately you're like, oh shit, this is like a legit RPG. But I do like that the like bullet hell dodging system is still there, because again I was very happy and surprised that even after the entirety of Undertale, there were still like new things that were happening with the with the dodging system, especially the final boss and stuff. There was like some really interesting.
Oh yeah, the final boss had one of my favorite like things.
Yeah, so there's still a lot of he's still getting a lot of mileage out of that gameplay system.
Yeah, like your first battle against.
Yeah, of course you get introduced to a Lancer. With a really cool music theme, by the way.
At first it was like, oh, hello, Sans 2.0, but it's actually like pretty much Papyrus 2.0.
Yeah, and no, I didn't really. Well, at first I wasn't really thinking about Sans, because he was just like. I know. At first I was like, oh, is this the villain? But then very quickly it's like, okay, no.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess he's similar in the sense that he's. Well, stupid and naive.
Well, similar to Papyrus in the sense, he's stupid,
he's a badass
but he's
villain.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I immediately really like Lancer.
Yeah,
he's very cool.
And that's actually kind of like I talked about this during the stream too, where you can't help but compare this game to Undertale. And
well, yeah, that was also always the thing. Like, for example, for me, I was hoping that he would make another game, Toby Fox.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really expecting it, I think, because Undertale was such a big thing that maybe he would be scared to like make something new, because it would be just compared to Undertale, because he's the Undertale guy.
Yeah, it's hard to play it without being like, oh, this is like Undertale, or oh, this is different from
Undertale.
Undertale.
It makes sense because it's clearly, again, not sequel exactly, but it's clearly related to Undertale, so it makes, like, I think it's warranted to compare them.
Yeah, and maybe that's exactly what he wants. He knew people would compare it, and he's playing with your emotions.
I hope so, yeah.
Man, I'm actually, like, the more I thought about it, the more excited I get about the next chapters.
Since, I mean, I can also mention this now, I think, since we're talking about the comparison between the two, I think that just overall, when I started playing this, I immediately thought, like, wow, this is a lot more polished than Undertale, especially visually. Because in Undertale, like, let's be real, the art style was kind of mixed. There's some very good pixel art and some really, like, amateurish and shoddy pixel art. I think the quality in Deltarune is a lot more consistent, which I thought was really cool.
That's true.
I thought this game was actually, like, legitimately good looking.
But let me tell you something else. Like, how about this? Undertale is Earthbound, while Deltarune is Final Fantasy.
I thought you were just gonna say Mother 3, which I also would agree with because it's even chapter based as well.
No, but like, yeah, okay, fine, but I mean more like the style of the game.
Yeah.
And like, it's more the adult RPG, while Undertale is the kiddie RPG.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I do get what you mean. This is a lot more typical classic RPG, definitely.
Where in like the more serious RPGs, they liked their main characters to be like more edgy and more teen-y. Like,
and there's immediately more, like, the gameplay is a bit more complex because you have the multiple characters, like the party members that can do different things. So you have to think about the order.
Even though it actually isn't, that's so great.
So you have to think about the order of stuff. You have to. There's like multiple equipment slots and stuff, even though it doesn't add that much, honestly.
No, it's like there's still bullshit stats. Like, sure, your defense and attack technically matters, but then when you equip a certain scarf,
that adds
you like get cuteness, and then Ralsei, or however you want to pronounce it,
Ralsei, whatever. I don't know.
It has like 100%
fluffiness.
and then Susie is what is it, mean and
gruffness, I think.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's like there's so many bullshit stats.
Yeah, immediately I thought I was in the stats screen. It's like, oh man, there's actual stats. Wait.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's classic Toby. Of course.
It's like, yeah, you also can't level up since you can't kill anybody.
Yeah. But I'm happy that, again, like, you got all the stats and stuff. And I like that, there's actual stats that could be interesting. But I was happy that there was still, like, I don't know, could you call them Toby-isms? Like, just stupid, dumb jokes.
Yeah. But in the stats, or just, like, the fluffiness and stuff?
Well, yeah, those stats. That there is stats, but then also still, like, dumb bullshit stats, just to make a funny joke.
Mm-hmm.
So then, you fight Lancer, and then you meet, first a mysterious hooded figure, and then and then you hear like the story, which is a lot more grandiose in scale.
Which feels more like a big important RPG. Yeah. Even the music is so good.
It's so good. Oh my god, so good.
Yeah, there we go. Now that's out of my system. I'll talk about more music later.
Yeah, when we get to the good shit, we'll mention it.
It's already good shit.
Yeah, and then but then you meet Ralsei, and he's very cute.
I would say Ralsei because Ralsei. I don't know what it would be.
The important thing is that it's an anagram of Azrael.
Shh, Lenny. Spoilers. I mean. Spoiler warning, by the way.
I think it's too late for that. I think people know, but just to be safe, put like in text like a spoiler warning at the beginning or something.
Let's put it on screen like big ass spoilers, boy.
Yes, yeah, do that. And then, what do you think of Ralsei?
Well, I just thought he was cute.
Yeah, it was pretty cute.
Like in the tutorial dummy battle, you can just hug him.
Yeah, that was cute. That was fun.
Like, by the way, you can't even kill the dummy. Like, if you keep attacking it, the battle just ends before you kill it.
Oh.
And then Rousey is just like, oh, if you ever want to hit me during our adventure, go ahead.
Oh.
He's such a nerd.
He's so cute, but... I mean... He was definitely very cute, but there wasn't really a lot to him, I think. It was just like, yeah, he was cute and nice, and that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't really have that much character. He was cute when he complimented enemies, when he flirted with enemies, but he didn't really have like an outspoken personality like Susie.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, he was just nice to everyone. I do like that when, when Lancer was like scheming and stuff, and he would just like play along just to be friendly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it'll make him happy.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So yeah, and then that's when you enter the first area of the game, which is like the fields, I guess. Yes. The fields of hopes and dreams.
Well, technically, right before you do, like, yeah, Susie leaves you for a second, because you're like, yeah, fuck this, I'm just gonna beat up people. And then she joins your party. It's like, she joined your party!
Amazing joke. With like the huge fanfare.
And then she walks away. It's like she falls from a set distance to not make look like she's associated.
Yeah, with the exact same epic fanfare,
but a bit lower pitched. Yeah. Okay, then you enter the plains,
and then you get the first real banger of. Well, no, the battle theme you hear before that, but still, what a banger that track! Holy shit! Like seriously, I think, like. Of course, the music in Undertale was amazing. But I do think that kind of like how you were saying that, Undertale was more like the kiddie RPG, and this is the more like real RPG.
Yeah.
I also thought that about the music. The music was a lot more, I would say, complex, but it was like Undertale. It was a lot like very simple melodies.
It's like Undertale was built around five tracks.
Yeah, it was like a few. Like a simple melody and then a few things underneath and stuff. But the music in this game, I thought a lot of it was like a lot more going on, a lot more different instruments, different like melody. And I'm not that smart to know about music terminology and stuff.
No,
but you know what I mean? It felt a lot more complex.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, definitely.
I do thought it was weird that like when you enter that area, like the title appears on the screen, right?
Yeah. And that's the only time it happens?
Yeah, it was so weird.
Yeah.
Why was that there?
I don't know. It's like it had music notes, so it was like, this is the track.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like, at first I thought like, oh, I must be very proud of the music in this game. That's when you really learn, like, get used to the battle system and stuff, which I thought was very cool.
I was kind of confused at first because like cross compliment, X compliment, what? Like advanced complimenting.
Yeah, but I do like there was a lot of nuance in the battle system as well. Things like how any TP tension points you have left at the end of the battle are like extra money that you get.
Yep.
And how you can restore TP by just like getting almost hit, but not quite.
Yeah, that's like apparently kind of like Toho, where you get like rewarded for barely dodging.
Yeah, that was a very nice touch, I think.
Yes.
That's a really cool addition. So yeah, I think then it's just like you play the game and Lancer does a bunch of dumb things.
Papyrus things.
Yeah.
Like he's scheming, tries to like beat you, and not being very good at it.
He fails at a lot of stuff.
Yes.
But then Susie decides like, hey, I want to beat up people, but you guys won't let me, so...
What, you're just gonna skip the dog coin?
Oh, was that first? Dang, the dog coin. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah,
I'm sorry.
Of course! And you choose your team name too.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, the shit squad.
The shit squad? Did you pick the crumpled paper?
Of course I did, because I knew it would be from Susie.
Well, I picked Lancer.
Oh, really?
And then
what
we
did
became the Lancer fan club.
Okay, that's also good, but I was very happy with the shit squad.
And if you pick Ralsei's paper, it's like a super long name about like friendship and shit.
Oh, really?
And then it gets turned into like the fun club or something, or the friends club.
I still like the shit. Like
I never saw the shit squad.
Yeah, it's basically well, it's like S and then like, you know, exclamation mark, question mark, stuff like that. And then Lancer is like, oh wow, I can't say those words. and then something like, wow, that's a level 2 swear or something. And he said like how his dad won't let him say that.
Yeah.
And
like, yeah, that's Lancer's...
And Ralsei is also like, holy, like, wow, really? You can't say that? So he's just like, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Susie.
Sorry. But yeah, then you fight the dog coin, I guess, with the crown.
Well, it's what was his name again? I think
I don't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, I actually thought that was also a nice battle because Susie is always like dealing damage.
Yeah, and she's actually fucking up your strategy.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a race against the clock to see like I have to get that crown off before he dies.
Oh, that's not true, actually.
Well, I mean, yeah, since there's no choice.
That's how you feel because your Undertale is just in the back of your mind.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. He knew like everyone's gonna be peaceful, and like in Undertale, no one actually tells you like, oh, we would never need to fight. We can do everything peacefully.
Here it's laid on thick from the beginning.
Yeah, like Ralsei explicitly tells you we will never have to fight if we act correctly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely Toby knew.
He did. Dang it, Toby.
I'm sorry, but yeah, then that happens, and is it then that Susie joins? Because I'm a bit mixed up on like the order of events.
Yes,
you've played it
that's
twice,
when
so
she
you should
joined,
actually
because
lead the
Ralsei
discussion.
gets upset that she's like, you didn't help at all. It'd be nice if you acted more like a hero. And she's like, you know what? I have been a shitty hero, so I'll become a villain.
Yeah, and then it's the time for the best friends. Like, oh, I love them so much. The two.
Wait,
of them.
So when they got their name, did they become the Dark Shit Squad?
Yep.
Ah. Oh. Well, for me, they were the Dark
Yeah, they were
Lancer
still the
fan
shit
club.
squad, so then like that was extra funny.
Yeah. So
yeah, they just spend a lot of time scheming, but being like
together,
just doing dumb shit together.
like trying to scam you out of money so they can buy something.
So they can buy a donut.
So they can buy a donut from the vendor next to them.
Oh man.
Oh, by the way, that's in the same room. The smithy.
Oh yeah.
First time I used him, I was like, "Aw, that's so adorable." Like the little squeak sound is so good.
And he can fix you too.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's like when you walk past and you build a machine for them.
Yeah.
Like Lancer's disguised with a mustache drawn on his face. And then you like get a blueprint and you make a machine to kick your own ass.
Yeah, to kick your own ass. Yeah.
What did you make?
So okay, did you make the duck?
No.
Oh, okay. I
had a knife for a face, a duck for the body, and threads for the legs.
I also had a knife for the face. And then I think the tank for the body, and then the duck legs.
Ducks.
And actually something I forgot to mention, and it's happened a few times by now, is like the overworld segments where you can also get hurt.
Yes.
I thought it was also a very nice touch to get that in the... to like put that in the overworld as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Where you have like the danger zones where suddenly the screen darkens.
Yeah, and your soul shows and you're supposed to avoid stuff. Yeah, that's really
those
clever.
are nice. I thought those were nice segments as well.
Yeah.
Again, just like adding small little like gameplay segments like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then you walk forward and you meet your own Doom machine, but then it explodes in an amazing, terrible explosion gif.
No, people listening,
you know
even if you haven't seen the gif, you know which one it is.
Yes, you know it. It's like the explosion gif. Yeah, and that's Is that when you become friends with Lancer himself?
Probably.
Like Susie joins you again, and she's like, I don't know. Man, I don't quite remember.
She'll start trying to be more friendly.
Yeah.
And try to act also if you tell her to.
Yes, as long as it's not something stupid.
Yeah. Like trying to flirt and then just chasing enemies away because it's too awkward.
Yes. Yeah, the only one who can successfully flirt is you. Yeah, so, and then Lancer, like, is one of your friends. He doesn't really join you. He, like, walks a bit, like, more to the top for some reason. And then he realizes that, like, your journey is to battle his father.
Oh, no.
And he doesn't want you to beat up his daddy.
So he throws you in jail.
So, yeah, he throws you in jail. And then you try to get out. By the way, yeah, you're in jail, and Susie gets put in another jail because she's, I don't know, the muscle.
I guess.
And you're in jail with Ralsei. Did you equip the shackles for some flavor text?
Yes.
Okay, good. So yeah, you find some shackles and you can equip them, and Ralsei's like, oh, you found some shackles and put them on. That's neat, I guess.
Yeah, you're really set on staying here or something? Like,
yeah.
No, or something like, we haven't been here for like 3 minutes and you're already eating moss.
So yeah, and then Susie, you help Susie with the puzzle and she can escape.
I thought it was a really nice thing where you have to like help her.
Yeah.
And then she goes down and you try to help her, you tell her where to go, but it's like, she can't hear you, so whatever.
Yeah, she just goes left first, whatever you say. Yeah, anyway, you're in jail, and then Susie meets up with Lancer again, and...
that was such a good character
That was
moment.
such a stressful battle.
Yeah.
What, like, I want to know, what did you think you had to do? I just ran into every bullet because I was like, I'm killing Susie.
Yeah, me too. I'm just gonna get damaged just to incapacitate her so that Lancer lives. But then the moment Lancer starts like missing his shots, I'm like, God damn it, Lancer, no!
No! It's like
you're ruining my strategy.
Yeah. But then, at the last minute, Susie... Of course. Yeah. Susie realized she can't do it. And she misses. She whiffs a hit on Lancer. And she convinces him that, like, you know what, Lancer? We're not gonna kill your dad. Because she's realized what you can do by being nice. And again, this is gonna come back so hard. Because you don't have to act. You don't have to be nice. And even like the final battle is like, yeah, he's actually an asshole. And there's no way to convince him to not be an asshole.
Yeah.
So super anti-Undertale.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you get out. Oh yeah,
did have good music.
It did. Yeah. You get out, explore the castle.
Oh yeah, castle.
And you get to an elevator. Did you go to the secret area?
I did.
Okay. Then what happened?
There's a strange voice coming from behind the door that says like, this you have to open this locked door, then you'll be free. Don't you want to be free?
Mm-hmm.
Something along those lines, and basically tells you to go talk to the store owner, I guess.
Yeah, the old guy.
Yeah.
The weird guy.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, that's weird. Okay, here it's gives you part of a broken key.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to fight 2 more parts of the key.
Which you did?
I did.
Good. And you battled.
I did battle. You mentioned, I remember we were just talking, and you mentioned like, oh man, the final boss has some good music. It's not the best battle music because this battle has the best music.
Yeah, it's really good.
God, that's good music.
Uh-huh. But just the entire thing itself. But I died.
Yeah. Even like the fucking like the background stuff, it's such an amazing battle. Even like voice clips and stuff.
Yes. Chaos.
chaos, chaos.
I can do anything.
Yeah, it's such a weird fight. Mm-hmm. And he
really
kicked my
hard.
ass, so I mean,
Yeah.
jeez, that fight.
So yeah, secret boss. Apparently you get something for it.
Yeah, I did see that you get something, but
And what is it? Actually,
it's,
never.
it's the best piece of armor in the game.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
something. I don't know
Yeah,
the
aside-
specifics. Just you get armor.
Yeah. So aside from the secret, I think you just walk through the castle and you get to the final boss, but you meet one more character along the way.
That I think, like, first, like, okay, you meet him. He just appears in a
Yeah.
shimmering light, and then like the most dramatic, intense theme starts playing.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, and he just disappears. Okay. And then he appears again, like the most intense theme. And then like, oh, he pretty much doesn't do anything.
Uh-huh. And then you
So,
get to his shop.
Yeah, and again, he's just like, oh, okay, he has a shop now. We can talk to him, I guess.
You talk
so
about him.
Who who is that guy? And why does he have such an intense theme for a character who does literally nothing? I do believe he's gonna become more relevant later, maybe.
Wait, you think actually?
Just that theme is so like grandiose. Like I thought, like okay, this is gonna be like serious.
Well, that could just be the joke, Lenny.
I know, but no, actually, someone did mention something I
Oh,
saw.
I think I know what you're gonna say, but go ahead.
Yeah, doesn't he look quite a bit like a certain other face?
Yes, like a character I thought was just the embodiment of deleted content or unused content, but apparently, if this is gonna be real, he's gonna become relevant, which I kind of don't like. Like, Gaster, to me, was... Like, because the entirety of Undertale was a metaphor for, well, RPGs, I guess. And I felt like Gaster was a metaphor for unused content that's inaccessible.
Yeah, and I thought it was also really cool, but yeah, I do think that he's gonna get more relevance in this game.
Yeah.
Like, when the Twitter got taken over and stuff, and like the creepy voice in the beginning that tells you what to do and stuff, a lot of people are thinking that that's Gaster.
Wait, when?
Like, when you're making your
In the
character.
beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Chara. Because, like, Chara's soul appears, doesn't it?
Oh, at the end, you mean?
No, at the beginning.
Wait.
Like, the first thing you see when you create a character is a heart, which is Chara's soul, because it's red.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe, this is gonna go way too far if we actually talk about this, but maybe Chara doesn't have a soul?
I don't know. Because that's also the interesting part is when you start the game, you know, you name yourself and stuff. But then, oh no, you get Chris. And then when you go to a save point, it says, like, there's a save file for Chris. But then when you save, it gets overwritten. And then it says your name.
Yes.
So, yeah. And then, considering the end, I do think Chara is back.
Well, easy, boy. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. First, there's a final boss.
Well, yeah, but no, like, yeah, about the Gaster guy, I love him.
Oh, he's amazing.
His manner of speaking.
I feel like to a lot of people he's gonna be like Metaton 2.0.
Yeah.
He's like fabulous guy.
I don't remember, like, but there was one line that he said that actually, like, really made me laugh.
Well, one of my favorite lines is, well, he has two really great lines. Basically, the first time you meet him, he gives like the most difficult puzzle. And just like a box, you move it, puzzle solved, and there's just like silence. Then, God damn it! And then he just leaves. And then he just leaves. And the same thing with, I think he makes another puzzle, which is like move the box one tile further. And then he's like, oh, this wasn't actually the real final puzzle. I've such a big, amazing puzzle that thou will verily think is impossible to beat or whatever. And it's like, oh, cool, can we see it? And then just, no. And he leaves. Just like no capitalization, just no. And he's gone.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, just that guy. But I still think I refuse to believe that this is all they're gonna use him for. Like, it could happen, but I think it's a waste of such a cool character.
Yeah.
So
well,
I'm
maybe
hoping.
like because the only Gaster-esque thing about him was the face.
Yeah.
Like maybe like he's gonna return on different characters in
Maybe.
next chapters.
Yeah.
Like the face is gonna
Yes.
return, but it's gonna be an entirely different character.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Might be cool.
Could be.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get to the top of the castle and you meet Lancer's daddy. And Lancer tries to convince him to be nice.
But he's a
But
huge
Daddy-
dick, so he's like, no. I'm gonna
Daddy's
kill
not
you.
having any of it. I'm gonna kill you, Lancer, my son. And then Susie's like, yo, fucking quit it. Lancer's the best. I don't remember what she says, but it was pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
Susie.
She was cool. Susie's cool.
Yeah, Susie's cool. And then, like actually, I'm gonna talk about this first. The text box art of the king is so well done.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's like super minimalist, but then there's still like shadow casting, pixelated shadow casting, and looks so ominous.
Yeah.
I actually
really cool.
really like his menu faces.
This is the fight where it's really like, oh man, there's still so much you can do with the bullet hell gameplay.
Yes.
I think the new thing in this battle was just moving the box around.
Yes, he grapples your box in many different ways.
And then start swinging it up and down and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool. Really fun battle.
Yes, the battle was really good. Also the music, so fun. Like it starts with like ominous parts of the castle music, but then when it gets to like the super pumping parts, oh man, I love it. It's so good.
I mean, it's Toby Fox. He knows how to do his shit.
He does.
Like, honestly, one of the big things about this game was just, great, I have more music to listen to.
What I actually like, this is gonna go pretty far, I think. But how did you feel during the battle? What did you try to do? Were you like, yes, I am actually gonna convince this guy to be nice. I'm gonna act.
I did nothing but act. And at first, I was kind of
Wait,
scared
but
because...
you couldn't because your acting turns into attacking.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. I'm just gonna act, and then suddenly, Susie's act turns into just literally attacking, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh no, is this good? Should I do this? But then I assumed it's still under the act menu, so I was assuming it's fine.
Yeah, and Ralsei's thing becomes
Full heal.
full heal. Like everybody gets fully healed. Yours might be different depending on what your what you give your character. I don't know. What did it become for you?
Wait,
Became
what?
courage for me.
Yeah, for me
like-
too. It raises.
Oh, okay.
I think
Everyone's
it's,
defense.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Never mind then. I thought like maybe that changes depending on what you give your creation.
Oh no choice. You're not
Yeah,
playing as
exactly.
your creation, so
No, it's true. But I thought I was because it was pretty similar, and I chose blue, man.
no, understandable.
So yeah, so you just kept acting, but then you couldn't anymore. So what did you do?
What do you mean I couldn't anymore?
You attacked him by acting.
Well, yeah, then I just did that.
Oh. Well then. So yeah, basically, again, you can't actually kill him, but you also can't act him to death.
Yeah,
How to win this battle is like pretty much like Papyrus, just wait.
yeah.
He does some monologuing, it's ominous, and then
At the end, he's
He's
like,
li-
"Wait, guys."
wait, guys, I'm pretty tired. But like, it's like, man, I feel weak, and Ralsei, being the weak ass nerd he is, like, you know what? Let's be nice.
Yeah, the weak ass nerd.
Well, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. So yeah, then he's like, "Yeah, okay, here you go, heal."
He
Then
heals
he's like,
the king.
and he's like,
How
"Oh,
do
hey,
you feel?"
thanks, die."
Yeah, how do you feel? I feel pretty damn bam, bullets all over on everybody. You all
Oh,
get
man, that
knocked
was
to the
intense.
ground. And then, amazing callback. He walks over to you. He tells you some stuff. He talks about stuff. He asks you a question. You don't answer. He picks you up.
It says,
And silent types like you piss me off. which was the exact same thing Susie said at the beginning of the game.
Amazing. Also, cool callback is that he also starts by fight by saying, "I'm the bad guy," like Lancer did in the beginning.
Oh, did he? I forgot about that.
Yeah, of course. That's also the thing.
But then he gets knocked in the back by none other than Susie, who suddenly like swept her hair to the side.
Because now you can see her eyes, which means she's a different person. She's changed. She's grown.
Yes.
Character development.
And just the king shrugs it off. He's like, "What? You're gonna kill me?" And Susie's like, "Nah." "Oh, you're gonna talk me to death?" "Nah." Oh, Susie. And then Lancer.
But they might.
Yeah, but they might. And then Lancer
And then everyone
appears.
shows up.
Everybody shows up, and Lancer's like, "Sorry, Dad, you're being overthrown."
And then he's the new dad.
"I'm the new dad." And Lancer becomes the new dad. And then prison is only for dads.
Yeah.
"It's bedtime for you, Dad," or something, I don't remember. And then he gets carried off. No.
Yeah.
And you don't see him again.
Yeah. And then after that, it's like, oh yeah, you beat the final boss, cool. And like in the previous game, it's like, oh, it's the end of your quest. Oh, but you can go back and just say goodbye to everyone.
Yes, but not everyone.
But then it's just like a few rooms, so I was very confused.
Yeah, it's a pretty short hallway.
So like,
you still talk to some people. It's still cool. You talk to Lancer, and he mentions like, now prison is only for dads. And then big shocking reveal when you try to leave. Lenny.
Yeah, Ralsei takes off his hat, and it's a goat kid.
Well, yeah, it's a goat kid, indeed. But is it the goat kid?
No.
No.
No, it's just a goat kid.
Just
like, a cute goat kid.
Yes. Yeah, like, sure, it's an anagram of Asriel, but, like, why do people just assume it's Asriel?
Well, it's obviously not.
Nothing points to it being Asriel. Aside from the anagram.
Everything below the closet, I guess.
Well, yeah.
Has nothing to do with Undertale.
But the thing is, did it really happen, though?
Yeah.
Was the entire adventure real? Because you wake up in the closet once you leave, and there's like every area in the game is represented by shit on the floor. Like there's chess pieces, chessboard. It's like, did this happen?
I think this thing like, oh, it must have been all a dream, but it was actually real all along.
Mm-hmm.
Probably something like that, I think. So yeah, and then you exit, and then it's like, oh, guess what? You can walk home and talk with everyone.
Yes, literally everyone from Undertale. Well, almost everyone.
Yeah, and like this is because like when you first play the game, you just think, oh, is this less like a game? There was nothing pointing to the fact that it is like chapter 1 of a multi-part series, I guess.
No,
but like we're just walking around. I was like, he wouldn't have put this much effort into all these characters and stuff just for like this one thing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, then it turns into more like Undertale fan game.
Yeah, but again, more things that show you like, oh, this isn't a sequel. Like you talk to Undyne,
she doesn't know
Alphys, and she's like, Alphys, I don't know who that is.
She also didn't lose an eye.
Oh, that's also true. I didn't even notice that. Holy shit.
Yeah,
she does have 2 eyes.
Yeah.
But she still suplexes shit, so she's still cool.
Yeah, and then Naps the Blook's Lady Ghost is still a ghost. Like, she's not turned into Mettaton.
And also a very, very important reveal. Brady and Caddy aren't friends?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
This universe is fucked.
Yeah, I kind of want to mention something else in the ending. Like,
what?
Probably the worst pun ever, the flavor text.
What?
It's like you open a book, you lick the page. It's quite tasty.
Ooh.
This must be what they mean by flavor texts. I
man.
actually cringed out loud.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you walk around. You meet all the characters.
Gerson's
Best
dead.
character is back.
Garrison, whatever. Oh, Burger Pants is back.
Fuck yeah, Burger Pants. No matter in which universe you are, he's still stuck with a shitty job.
He's still a loser.
Yep.
Ah.
But hey, at least we know that he used to hang out with Azrael and pick up chicks.
Chicks. Yes.
That face. Just like super shitty, resized. So it's like all different like sizes of pixels, lines and stuff.
It's so good. It's shitty on purpose and it's the best.
Like, how could Burger Pants not be your favorite character? Come on, he's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then also big sad reveal. Rest in peace, Gerson.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying.
We love your books. That you have read, written a lot of books in your days. It seems like, which is good.
But he died.
Then, of course, oh look, Sans is also there. He still is Sansy self.
I fell for it.
Yeah, and again,
sinker.
And again, another thing. You mentioned like, oh, do you remember me? And he's like, oh, this is the first time I see you. Mm-hmm. But seeing it Sans, I think it's just a clever ruse, and he's actually aware of stuff.
Well, here's the thing. Like before, even I played the game. Lenny was like, I feel like the game is gonna look for Undertale save data.
I mean, it's fucking Toby Fox. He's gonna do something like that. Something.
Yeah, it's true. But then also, like, neither of us had our actual Undertale saves on the computer we were using.
If anything happens.
No, I assume nothing happens at the ending.
No, I don't think
Sans.
so.
But you can tell him like, oh, it's so good to see you again. But then, yeah, he doesn't know you.
Yeah. But he still gives you his phone number, so it's fine.
I liked your mom joke. I befriended your mom last night. She came to the shop and bought a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
And then you get his phone number. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. There is one thing that I really want to talk about this part of the game. Mm-hmm. And it's a part that really made me think about like the next chapters. Oh. It's it starts where you go to the hospital. Yeah. And then you meet one of your classmates. Yeah. Who's visiting her father, who's in the hospital. Yeah. Then you like talk to them, and again like,
she's really cute, by the way.
Yeah, but also like, I don't know, something about like just that conversation they were having, and then talking with the dad afterwards. Yeah. I really like him. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. He's a cool dad. Yeah,
he's a cool dad. Bit overprotective, but he's a cool dad.
I think that dialogue was really well written, I thought. Mm-hmm. But then again, that was a moment where I thought like, okay, this might be continued in later on or something. But then the big part, you then meet up with the classmate, the girl, and then you can talk to her and stuff. And that was a point where I got to thinking, what if in this chapter you went down with the fantasy stuff with Susie and with Ralsei. What if in the next chapter you bring another classmate with you? Oh. Like maybe every chapter you have like a different party depending on like which classmates. I know, I was thinking something like her. I saw her and I was like, maybe.
Yeah, she's really cool.
I thought like, yeah, I feel like this is a character that's definitely gonna be explored more in later game, in like later chapters. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking like, yeah, maybe she will join you at some point.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we'll have to see.
Yeah, because like,
I'm really excited for the next chapter.
Yeah. So then, basically, you talk to everyone. You go home. Toriel's there.
Wait.
Oh wait, yeah.
I feel like it.
There's definitely one more very important character you can talk to, and it's Asgore.
Yeah. Oh, he's so cute.
Who owns a little flower shop.
And he freaking runs over to you and gives you a big old man hug. I love him.
Yeah. And again, like he has a flower shop. But he doesn't sell flowers. He just gives them to everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's too nice.
Like he tries to give flowers to Toriel, and they end up in the trash can.
Yeah. What did you think when you walked upstairs and saw those colored flowers?
Oh, it was like analogy of the souls, but
I was so scared for a second. I was like, oh god, no, what is this?
No, I wasn't scared, but still.
This is quite ominous.
It's just it's an analogy of the souls, but maybe they'll go somewhere with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, ugh, this is weird.
I can't tell you like what I think it's gonna be because I have no idea if it's actually gonna be a thing. It looks important, but
yeah, maybe. And again, like talking with Asgore, meeting him, and then when you like go back home, tutorial, then you talk to her, and it's like, why is Toriel being such a bitch?
Well,
God damn, girl.
She had her reasons in Undertale because she didn't like the way Asgore, felt like he had to lead his people.
Yeah, which is like in that case is perfectly understandable, but here it's like, is that still the case? Like, Jesus.
Maybe something happened. Yeah. Well, I'm assuming like Asriel is still their child.
Well, yeah, I think so. Who's
then
off to college?
Who are you?
That's
is Chris
also
adopted?
Still a lot of mysteries.
When did they meet? Why are you the only human?
Yeah, because that's why I think like this isn't like like a sequel where humans and monsters live together. Like, why is there only monsters and you're the only human?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, then Toriel is kind of mad that you went on a little adventure and you made her worry, so you get sent to bed early.
And then in the middle of the night, you wake out of bed.
The big shocker. Everybody
you wake up like in the middle of the night. You just walk in your room a little bit. You stretch your arms and stuff, and then you rip out your heart.
Soul,
and you throw it in the cage.
Yes.
Yeah. So I finished it, and then I just immediately went and messaged Fanny like, is there a bad end in this game?
No, Lenny, there isn't. There is a single ending. That's the ending.
Yeah. It's just like, shit's fucked, apparently.
And at first I was like, man, this feels super fan servicey, and I actually didn't like it that much. Like, I was like, how does this play into anything I've done?
That's a good question.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, there's more chapters, so we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, again, there's a lot of questions, but they could definitely be answered because it's a long-form game with multiple chapters.
It's true. Like, the thing about Chara is that they, because, I mean, gender is ambiguous, is that they represent the desire of a player to kill monsters in any RPG to get experience and grow stronger. Chara is the desire to grind and be stronger in video games.
Yeah, and also just like the whole completionist aspect of it, like,
yes,
I need to see everything, so
yeah, I guess I'll kill everybody, I guess I'll spare everybody, I have to see everything.
Yeah, basically just like the gamer's mindset, basically, when playing a game.
That's what Chara is. So, how to look at this ending? I'm not sure. It's like, yeah, I get another thing, like grown up, like Chris is definitely looks like grown up Chara. But then,
well, Frisk, I mean, yeah, the green yellow shirt, I guess.
Yeah, it's Chara.
Yeah.
But then, like, yeah, it's that's what I said after the stream. Like, the ending is super confusing.
Yeah, and again, it's like in Undertale, you are, well, we always say Kara or Chara or whatever. We always say that, but
if you want to be specific, it's Kara because character.
Yeah, but like basically it's you. Like, I played the game as Lenny, that's Lenny. That's me. So, in Undertale, when you play it pacifist, me, Lenny, like, doesn't grow stronger, so nothing bad happens.
Yes.
Here, the same thing happens. I'm playing as Lenny. Like, well, on the save file, it says Lenny. But, oh, well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because Chris is his own person. That's not me. Although I'm controlling Chris, yeah. So, yeah, again, it's like, I didn't do anything bad, so why would Kara or Lenny or me still be there? I guess.
I think it's like they remove the soul, and what that means is that they remove your control of the character. Because you aren't controlling your character at that point.
Yeah.
Chara is. And I feel like the soul like represents the player's ability to control the player character.
Yeah, maybe.
And like removing it is like, and like removing it and putting it in a cage is like saying, like you're stuck in this game now. It's
I
weird.
don't know. There's also one other thing I seem to remember. When you check out that cage.
Yes, it's like beaten up and shit or something. I don't remember. I could check right now actually what it says.
Well, the thing is, what I was thinking is that.
Should I check or do you remember?
I think, wasn't it something like that? It's seen a lot of use or something, which made me feel like, has this happened before? Is this a regular thing? Or just throwing your heart in the cage?
Well, it could be an overarching thing again, like it represents gaming as a whole and not like just the game.
Oh, like that, yeah. I mean, at this point, I think it's too early to talk about meta shit.
Yeah.
But...
And that's why I said like I enjoyed Undertale more, and that's because it had an ending.
Well, yeah, it's a complete package, Undertale. This isn't. This is the first part.
Yeah, so I said my time with Undertale, I enjoyed it more. That's like because there's still so many questions in this one.
Yeah, but this, I mean, if this is the first part, it's very promising for what's to come, I think.
But still, like, I feel like the best part of this game was the intro. It made me feel the most on edge.
Oh, like creating the character?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that stuff like that will probably become more prevalent towards the end of the entire thing. And in the beginning, it's more like, because this is more like, typical regular RPG. I think the more weird, fucked up shit is just gonna happen later on.
Yeah. It's like there's gonna be a million theory videos about this online.
Wow. Yeah.
Get ready for the game theorists to take a jab at this and tell you Chris is Lucas. That was a joke.
Yeah, funny.
Now we all know Lancer is Lucas.
Yeah. Now I also think that with the multiple parts, like how often are these parts gonna come out?
Ooh, yeah, it's a thing, isn't it?
And again, we won't know because if it's gonna be like this, how this went, we're gonna know like 1 day ahead of time.
Yeah. I'll
So,
probably see it appear on Discord. Like, this was like a perfect situation for me. Like, I was home, I had time. It's like, yes, play.
Yeah, because that was the thing for me. Was like I saw it did happen, and I was like, "Fuck, but I gotta go somewhere tonight, so I can't finish it. Dang it."
Yep. And like, the thing, like when I was streaming, sorry, I'm gonna be talking about myself for a second. When I was streaming, like the game window was obstructing the internet window like slightly. I didn't realize, and I just glanced over sometimes at chat, like not a lot because there was going to be spoilers. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I just saw like, 30 viewers. I guess that makes sense. Like, it's not Paper Mario. But then at the ending, like, oh, well, I'm around 60, 65 viewers, 69 viewers. That's decent, I guess. But then when I was doing my post-stream talk, I moved the window, and apparently it was obstructing, like, the last number, so I was streaming for, like, almost 700 people.
Oh, shit.
It's like, oh, damn, a lot of people care about this, I guess.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the hot new thing, so...
Yeah. So I'm glad. I also got a lot of dislikes, but I think that's because I ignored Toby's embargo on the game.
Oh. Yeah, maybe.
Like, come on, Toby.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel kind of bad about it, that he was like, don't, please. Just keep it to yourself, like, so that everyone can play it completely blind.
Well, just stay away from the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and a single day isn't gonna fix that.
That's true. That's
and if you can't talk about it, how will people know about it? Like, waiting 24 hours isn't gonna change anything now, is it?
Yeah. Well, we did wait, and now this discussion was here.
Yes. So yeah, ending, confusing.
But promising.
Promising, yeah.
My general impression of this is I'm very excited to see what he does in later chapters.
Like what if...
It's only gonna get better from here, I think.
Yeah, what if this game was like setting up the idea of, oh, it's just gonna be Undertale-esque, but then the next chapters are just completely different things.
Again, you know what I also thought at some point, what if the next chapter is just completely different characters, everything's different, it's just another alternate universe or something.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know. And we can't predict what Toby Fox is gonna do because...
No. Yeah, on one hand, I'm like, man, I'm super excited. On the other hand, I'm like, oh, I hope it's good. I want this to be so good, so people can be like, well, Undertale was better.
I mean, I thought this was very good, so I can imagine it's gonna be very good.
Well, yeah, that's like, I still feel it could have been better. That's just because this isn't
a finished product,
the full story. But then again, like the characters and the building and the dialogue was really fun. So it's just a single short story. It was very serviceable. It was fun. That's like the shit Toby can do. It's not there yet. But
well, yeah, because that's just for the end game.
Maybe we'll get there. I'm actually, the more I think about it, the more excited I get.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let's hope we don't have to wait for too long. Like, maybe not a year.
Oh man, that would suck.
Yeah.
But according to Toby, it's not...
And the stupid thing is, like, Toby is just gonna be completely quiet about it.
Yes.
And just gonna be another shadow, like, oh, by the way, here it is, bam.
Yep.
Well,
I guess I'll have to follow him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Wait, but he tweeted about it himself.
Yeah, of course he did.
Then where's the embargo, man? Man, dislike Toby. Fuck.
I guess that does it for this video. It's way too long already.
No, it isn't. Do you have anything to add, Lenny?
No.
No.
We've touched on pretty much everything. I mean, what else do you want?
I don't know. You tell me. Nothing? Any?
I'm being quiet. This is the part where you say like quiet types piss you off. Get a reference to the game, lol.
I hope nobody gets too upset about our musings and opinions.
Stop complaining, Jesus.
I can complain as much as I want, Lenny. Like, just chill a bit. Like, it's fine to have other opinions. Because that's a thing. People think what I say is hard facts because I'm a person on the internet. That's not true. I'm just a guy like you. Like that's Lenny. Right. Well, Lenny's a bit lesser guy, but he's still a guy.
Lesser guy.
Lesser guy, Lenny. Right, I'm gonna go to sleep, wake up in the middle of the night, and tear out my heart.
Yep.
Alright, throw it in. I don't have a cage. I'll throw it in my bucket I used to throw in my bottles. And I'll cover it up with, I don't know, something. Listen for it. I missed. It's dark in here, dang it. Okay, Lenny, finish on the joke. Man, you must be an idiot baby.
No, I was just an idiot.
Oh, me too.